Hey YouTube, today I'm going to talk about a subject especially for the beginner or the small video producer on what to charge, especially when you're first starting out in video. So let's just say you've got a little bit experience under your belt, you're fairly comfortable with a camera, you have a live mic or a good shotgun mic, and you have a couple lights you can use if you need to, maybe a reflector. Maybe a stabilizer to do some gimbal or off-camera, off-tripod work, and you want to go out and make some money with your camera. Now, what do you charge? Well, that's why I've linked in other videos, and I'll link in this one below, why I started with Smart Shoot and Studio Now, those two in particular, and took on video jobs so I could get the experience that I needed. And that will actually set you up to take on bigger jobs. And I've said in videos before, those don't pay a whole lot, but what if you don't even have access, or there is no jobs from those companies in your area? Let's just say you live in a small town, a rural America. You know, in big town America, that you can look up your rates, you can go online, look up, see what other people are charging, and you know, try to compete with it as long as you're delivering a good product. But in a small town, you know, you can do a 30-second spot for somebody for $300 to $500, and if you do a good job and you take your time and you do it well, they'll be very happy with that price range. You should be able to shoot a 30-second spot within an hour and then be able to take it home and edit it and add any graphics and audio in there, and that should give you a nice baseline. When you're brand new, maybe you just want to charge a couple $100 for a 30-second spot or a minute spot. It might take you a couple hours to shoot it, and you know, you might end up only making 30 to 40 bucks an hour by the time you're all done. But it's better to get the experience and charge a fair price based on what you know and what you're comfortable doing than walking in saying you bought a brand new camera, you got some lights, you feel like you can do it, but you really don't have the experience to do it. And it's going to hurt you if you try to start, you know, really super high versus where you build up the quality of your work. You know, if you're producing top tier work and you're doing drones and you're doing the sky's the limit, then you can charge a lot of money for that. You can charge, you know, your $1,000 to $4,000 easily for a good commercial work. A lot of this depends on who you know, and you need to find out where the need is in your community. You know, go to local businesses and say, what advertising do you need? Do you need video advertising? Do you want video advertising? Do you need some photos? You know, throw in a bonus and give them some extra photos. Find a way to over deliver just a little bit, so you can, you know, build up a name for yourself and build up the business for yourself. I hope this gives you, you know, some help. When you're doing pictures, you need to start off probably, you know, $75 to $125 per 1 hour session, and do like one change of clothes and one location and work from there, and especially for newbies. Now when you're experienced and you got a studio or whatever, it can be a lot more than that. I mean, we can charge a $500 an hour session. Some people charge $1,500 for an hour session. It depends on where you're located and where you live. Even around the world, the prices are a little bit different. In rural America, it's different than going down to downtown New York. The demand and everything is different. So pay attention to your local market, go out and do the footwork. I mean, that's really what's gonna matter. Get your feet wet, offer a fair price, start a little lower, then when you build your confidence up, move your prices up, and keep delivering good quality work. And this is how you price your work moving forward. Start a little lower, build up, gain the experience, gain the name, and just keep at it. There is no secret. I don't want to see you go out, buy all new gear, hardly use it, and then go charge someone $1,500 for a 1 minute spot and mess it up. It's gonna hurt your name especially in a small town or community, it's gonna hurt your name if you mess it up more than it's gonna help. Whereas if you come in humbly, if you come in saying, yeah, I think I can do that, I've got pretty good experience, and if you're not happy, I'll work with you to make you happy. Eat some humble pie and then put your back into it and deliver a great product. I hope this was helpful, and hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave it below. This is the way I operate. I price per job, who I'm working with, and just look at everything as a whole and seeing what's a fair price for the experience that I have. And I have a good 12 years experience shooting under my belt, and I understand what I'm doing, and I understand how to work and direct people, so I can charge a little bit more than when I first started 12 years ago. Hope this was helpful. See you in the next video.